Hey everyone, it's Lily Fitton, and today I'm coming to you guys with a highlights and contour video. And so far on my face, I've already applied my Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser by Maybelline, and I've also applied the Pore Perfectional by Benefit. And I use those two because I feel like the Benefit, it actually helps reduce those areas, and then if I put the baby skin on top, I feel like it also helps with like a primer to go in and just set everything in place for me. So I am using my MAC Studio Fix NW47 liquid foundation, and I'm using the Real Tech expert face brush to apply my foundation. Now I really like this Studio Fix because I feel like for me I have oily skin and it doesn't seem to have that much oil in it, and I really like the shine that it gives my face. Also, it doesn't give me like an ashy tone, and I mean exactly how you guys are seeing me apply it stays that way throughout the whole entire day. And I have used the Pro Long Wear foundation, and I looked from in the beginning looking okay, and then as later on it goes into the day, I would look ashy like I was going to my funeral. So I did not like that. So since I messed up on my eyebrow, I'm going to go ahead and go back in with that Dip Down by MAC and fix it on up, because girls, we all know that those eyebrows have to be on fleek. Like if you don't get anything right, you have to get those eyebrows right. So as you can see now, the eyebrows are on fleek, and excuse a lot of the movement from the camera. I didn't quite have my camera set up so that it was steady, but I'm going to be using the contour kit by Anastasia from Beverly Hills. I'm going to be using that, and I have the medium to tan contour kit, and I am going to first apply my cocoa butter lip moisturizer to my lips because I got big old juicy lips, and I gotta make sure that they're not ashy or looking kind of reckless on the video. So I went ahead and applied that to my lips, and at this point I'm looking for my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer because I absolutely love this thing, and it just helps me really set in the areas. It really gives me a nice highlight. I don't use it for underneath my eyebrows because I felt it was just a little maybe too glowy. I don't know, but I don't use it for my eyebrows. And the one I am using is the NC45, and with a E.L.F brush. It is a foundation brush. I'm going to go ahead and apply it to those areas. So I apply it to my cheeks, right underneath my eye, and I'm also going to apply the concealer to my forehead, my lip area, and my chin. Now, this is just my everyday highlight for me. This is not when I'm going out or if I'm going to the club or if I'm trying to, just look totally awesome. No, this is just a everyday look, kind of how I do it. And as you can see with my forehead area, I don't put that concealer as I do my cheeks, because I don't really want that to pop as much, because I don't really want my forehead to stand out and be that bright. I don't want everyone to just look and be like, oh yeah, check that forehead out. So I just put the little bit that I have left there, and I go ahead and blend it in as I put it in that area. I also use a 3D concealer from Ruby Kisses that you can get at your local beauty supply store, and I use the level 16 to put right there for my contour because the color that it is, I believe, is the ebony, and I go ahead and set that in. Yes, if you squeeze your cheeks in like you're doing a kissy face, you can kind of get a better structure of your bone structure in your face, so it might be easier to do that. So get that duck lip on like you're gonna take a selfie, and then I put a little bit down there on my chin, and of course you're gonna put the contour closer to your forehead where you had put your highlight, just so you can kind of push it back and make sure that your forehead does stand out. But don't make it stand out too much, because you don't want to look like, bam, I get that shiny forehead. So don't do that. And then I put a little bit right there on my lip, because I kind of wanted to push it back a little, just because my lips are a little bigger. So I put some of the contour there. Now I am gonna go ahead and go in and start blending. Blend, 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 blend till there's no end. You can never not have enough blending. You blend till it's where you want it to be. So I'm going to be using, actually, I've already used it a little bit, but I have a pink sponge that I'm going to be using. Sorry, the camera lighting and fixing was kind of awkward. So now I'm going to go in with the sponge, and I'm going to go ahead and blend those areas. Now for me and my cheekbone, I just kind of pat it with the bottom of it and just pat, 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 and always do your highlight area first, so that way you can get that part to stick out first. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and blend in my highlight. Now I use this tip when I get closer to my eyebrows and around my nose area, just to make sure that I'm not messing up anything like how I did earlier. So you're going to blend those areas in. Blend, blend, blend till you can't blend anymore. And as you can see, it's kind of coming together. I always say do your highlight first, because then you can see whether you want more or you want less. You can just see exactly how you want it to be, and if that's the glow you want, or if you want a intenser glow. So go ahead and blend, blend, blend. And from there, you're going to go on next to your contour areas, and I just blend backwards, so that way my contour still sticks out and still gives me the look that I'm going for, but not too harsh of a look. Oh yeah, make sure you guys get that part right. You're going to do so on the other side, because you don't want it to be where one side is blended in more than the other. So make sure you're giving each side the amount of time that you get to the other side. Don't rush through your contour, because then it just will not come out right, and you won't have the look that you're really trying to go for, that you're trying to achieve. So make sure when you're doing this blending part that you kind of take your time with it. So yes, as you can see right there, for some people that might be the look that they want, and they might want to stop right there and go ahead and apply their skin finish. But for me, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the Macchiato highlighter. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right, but it will be in the description box. And this is when I use my Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit, and I'm going to apply that to my highlighted areas, just to kind of set it in. Some people would use the benign eye powder, the banana, or the topaz. For me, I'm just going to use the Anastasia, because it gives a warm highlight, which is something I like going for. And it doesn't also give me like an ashy look, so I like that. And it keeps it very warm, and it's really great for texturized, for me at least. I love the way it felt on my skin. It's not too heavy. I didn't feel like I had a lot on my face. So now I'm going to go through with the Expresso to set my contour. And before, I didn't ever set my contour, but after doing this, I realized that you need to set the contour, because it was a cream contour. It's kind of better to always put like a powder over it, just to make sure it kind of sets and it kind of stays there, and it's still bold, and makes so that if you did blend, you didn't blend it out too much. So yes, duck lip, and you can see in the cheek area how it's coming together. So now as you can see, I have all of those areas covered. The highlight, the contour, the nose did not do. The cheekbones, I have them together, and I have my forehead together. So now I'm going to go through with my MAC mineralizer, and I'm going to spray it all over my face just so I kind of set my contour in. And we're going to fan that on out. Fan it really good. Just make sure you're dry. Usually I do not use my hands and I use something else, but today for the video I use that. And now I'm going to go in with my MAC Skin Finish. I am using the dark or deep, I believe. I'll put everything in the description box what I'm using. But I'm going to go through with that over my entire face, not only the contour area but also the highlight area. And as you can see, I forgot my lip, and I do this on a regular. So I'm going to get that beauty blending sponge, and I'm going to go ahead and blend out. So what I'm doing is the contour, I'm blending it outwards away from my face or away from the lip area. And then with the highlight, I just kind of blend it right there in the area. I just kind of pat it a couple of times. So now we're going to finish up with our skin finish on top just to kind of set everything in. And I use very little of the skin finish because I have oily skin, and I just have to apply very little because it just gives me kind of like a finished matte look more. Not too dry, but it does give you that finished look all over. And I do put it on my highlight just so that my highlight is not too intense, not too bright. And also for some people, they have that problem where you can kind of see the lining, so I also put that on top so you can't see the lines of where I did contour my face, because you don't want it to look like you're ashy or you have like white lines or shadow lines over your face. So right there, I'm going in with the Peaches and Cream, which is also a highlight, on top of that area just so I can add a little bit more. It doesn't really take it away too much for my skin finish. And now I'm going to set everything in on top of that with the Topaz by Benign Eye. I got mine online. I saw another YouTuber use this on their face, and they actually mixed theirs with the banana, and it gave them a really, really nice summer glow. So I decided to purchase a small amount. I'm using a triangle sponge that I believe I got at the dollar store. You can get it at the dollar store, you can get it at Walmart, you can get it at Target. It doesn't really matter, whatever your preference is. And I'm just using the Topaz and blending it right there where I put my highlight. Because as you can see, it gives it a nice glow. Not too bright, not too dark. So now that I have applied my Topaz, I'm going to go through with a big brush and just make sure I have everything applied very well. I'm also going to go back through with my contour and put it in those areas, make sure I did not take back from those areas, and kind of blend it in a little bit better. And I hope you guys all enjoyed this video on how I highlight and contour for a natural everyday look. Subscribe to my channel and follow on Instagram. Hope you guys enjoyed.